So welcome back. I'm IBK with TCLN. And as you know, I love to educate to elevate, as I told you earlier. So let's jump right into this and see if we can go from situations to solutions right here in America. Clara Adams disqualifications. Y'all heard about that? Have y'all heard about that in the media? The young lady who won the gold award? And what ended up happening, this 16-year-old track star, let me read this to you. She celebrated a victory, right? And it ignited controversy because she got disqualified and stripped of her gold medal. Now, she won this medal fair. You know, it wasn't like, oh, she's fighting against another Olympian or something over a point or something. She won it fair. But she celebrated it by paying homage to a person who's been in the Olympics for years, and they said the way that she done it, it was disrespectful to the rules of the thing. And all she did was, like, I think she spray painted her shoes or something like that with the Olympian and gave homage. And then I'm gonna read this part to you so you guys can understand. So after winning the 400-meter state final, not for cheating or a false start, but for her celebration, Clara celebrated her win by spraying her feet with a fire extinguisher, paying homage to Olympic sprint legend Maurice Green. But California Interscholarship or Interscholastic Federation, or what you call the CIF, said that her actions was unsportsmanlike, and they disqualified her. Now, them her feet. It would have been a different if she took the fire extinguisher and sprayed somebody else's feet. They're her feet. But of course, I'm going to leave you with the facts, and I'm going to leave you a little bit with my commentary on that, and then I'm going to close out this session, right? So the facts goes as this. Clara Adams is 16 years old. She's a sophomore at North Salinas High School. She won the 400-meter race in the California State Final. After winning, she sprayed her feet with a fire extinguisher, and as a tribute to Olympic sprinter Maurice Green. California, the CFI, disqualified her and for unsportsmanlike conduct. The disqualification stripped her of her gold medal and barred her from standing on the podium or competing in the final race. Now, that's crazy, y'all. Clara and her family are threatening legal action against CIF. CIF representatives have not responded to a request for the comments as of now. Now, let me give my commentary on that. And I'm going to say it from a place where I try to be balanced with it, but from a place of truth. When you win something that other people really want to win, people will find a hole to poke in and use it against you. Sometimes there's jealousy involved. Sometimes there's envy involved. Sometimes there are political things. It may not even be jealousy. It may be more of a political issue. You don't know who's doing what on the back end for what. There's all kind of things that are involved that we, the public, may not know of. But we all can attest to, you're going to strip a young lady of what she worked so hard for, her gold medal. She didn't hurt no one. She didn't harm nobody. She wasn't bagging and boasting. Like, you know how some of the sports people be like, how you like me now? You know, like, she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't. She just simply won a game, and she wanted to pay homage to Maurice Green because obviously that's who inspired her. Probably looking at his videos. You know, we all have people who inspire us. We look at them and they be like, oh, they do it like this. Oh, they good. Oh, we love them. They inspire us. You know, there are sports that I will never, ever play. Honey, you ain't going to see this body out there doing none of that. Boo, boo, kitty. I just don't have agility like that. But some of them sports people on a mental level, I can take what they do in sports and I can just apply it on a mental level. They are so inspiring. And you're going to take something that a young lady worked so hard for, and instead of maybe giving her a warning or something like that, you just strip her. You just strip her. Nobody gave her a rule that she wasn't supposed to do that. But she didn't even do nothing wrong, though, guys. I can understand if she took it at an opponent or something and sprayed it in their face or something. I can understand if she just did something so horrible. She just sprayed her feet. And maybe the firemen will come out and tell her, don't be playing with no fire extinguishers. What's wrong with you? But other than that, like, you didn't like just give her a little light warning and say, hey, baby girl, you can't do that. You just totally stripped the young girl and embarrass her and harm her for what she worked so hard for. So to me, that has something to do with something else at play than it would have to do with some rules. Let's look at Sha'Carri Richardson. All of the sports people know about the rules that you can't do drugs, you can't do narcotics. That's just the way it is. No narcotics, no substances, no none of that. So all the sports people know that across the board, all of them. So when they came to Chicago, they was lenient with Sha'Carri Richardson too, because they let her back in. You know, they knew she was a winner. They knew baby girl was a winner, and she came back winning too. You know, um, so but to take this young lady who works so hard. She's not out there doing drugs. She's not out there living her life bad. She's not out there being, hopefully she's not out there because we don't know what people do behind closed doors. But hopefully she's not out there, that she's trying to make something of her life and to do these things to her like that. You would have to admit that's something else going on, right? So I would just say, hey, America, nobody, came to her and told her, you couldn't do something like that. And she wouldn't have known not to do nothing like that. So to me, that would have been a warning. And then that would have been a warning to all other sports people who they would have said, no, you can't be spraying your feet. You can't be praying homage in this way. You can't be doing all these things, right? And then maybe then you can get on to people. But to strip that young lady like that, guys, that's wrong. I'm gonna tell you on that end, like Les Brown say, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. That's my commentary for all these stories of today, and I'm sticking to them. I hope you've had a wonderful time here at TCLN. I hope any of these stories has enlightened you, informed you, maybe even inspired you, maybe even made you laugh a little. I don't know. But whatever you took out of it, most of all, I hope you take the information that you need so that you can understand a little bit about your world and what is going on. We have plenty of reporters out there, plenty of people who do great jobs out there. There's no competition, honey. We all deliver what we deliver in a different way. Some people are straight up reporters. They bring you the news first. People like us, we are commentaries. We give you our, comments on the things. You have all kind of people that do all kinds of things. So no competition. You guys be blessed and enjoy your weekend. And stay safe, guys. Stay safe. And I want to remind you, if you're one of those people that you are building something in life, remember how easy it is to get caught up in snares and tears. So don't be out there drinking a whole lot and acting a fool a whole lot. And just, you got to stay conscious. We're dealing with a lot of energy in this world. You got to stay conscious. It's easy to flip you up. It's easy to get you all drunk and catch you off guard and get you all high. So guys, stay aware and be blessed, okay? Ah, you made it to the end. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I am so glad that you stayed to the end. Also, I hope with all of my heart that you were able to be inspired and you were informed, that you found something out of today's broadcast that resonated with you and that you can take within your life and within your journey. With that being said, do not forget to support at my GoFundMe. Also, check out my bookstore at Preeminent Good Books Publishing. In-demand leadership is a concept that I came up with because, after all, I don't care where you are in this world, what you do. The aim is to make sure we're getting better, brighter, and bolder. We do that through lifting one another out of systemic, social, and spiritual issues that affect us daily. Thank you so much. And as my favorite childhood reporter would say, courage, my friends, courage. Until next time, bye, you guys.